that's what people are seeing, you know, a wandering soul. But I'll give you up, I said, please don't do that.
But hold on a minute, what kind of wandering soul would kidnap people and perform experiments on them? No. And I would say, my initial thought was, all these things that abductees allege are just false. They're crazy people. They're making it up. They're fantasists, or they're looking for money or fame. But I was referring to John Mack, the world famous psychiatrist. You don't pull the wool over the eyes of people like that. And what we have behind all this, before we discuss abductees and their experiences, we have this rock solid phenomena of unidentified aerial phenomena, which the United States Air Force has confirmed exist. So we're outside now the realm where we say, oh, this is all a fantasy or it's all made up. No, those phenomena are real. The question is there a link to the alleged abductions? Doesn't mean the abductions happened. It just seems to me that if people like those kids in Zimbabwe, and not just there, I could talk about in New Mexico, a guy called Lonnie Zamora, a policeman. He said he saw beings like those kids in Zimbabwe saw in 1994. This was back in 1961 now, or 62. And he said, you know, they were in their craft. It seemed to have crashed. He saw a craft which was going down. He'd never seen anything like it before, and he followed it. He broke off from a car chase from a speeder in his town, and he saw this. And then a week later, people start reporting seeing strange things in their town. And then government employees, soldiers appear. They cordon off this area. And you can see now, in this area where this UFO is supposed to have crashed, according to Lonnie Zamora, well, it's normal vegetation all round, except in this one place, it's completely barren. So what do we say? What to make of all this? He actually had to retire from the police force because he was getting, you know, it was impossible after this. He went and worked in a steelworks or something. But that's one example. We've got lots of witnesses who've spoken about what they saw, not just loonies, ordinary people. And so one could go on about different incidents, but I don't think your hypothesis that this is a spirit, as the rabbi talked about, can explain it, because A, spirits don't produce what seem to be solid craft. And what Zamora was saying, he touched, I think, I can't remember if it was Zamora actually, maybe somebody else. They touched metal, which was just not behaving with the properties of any metals we know. Spirits don't just produce that. There's something else going on. These are material phenomena which can be identified in the normal way, but they've got immaterial qualities. And that's the fascination. Remember I said that when the USS Nimitz and the pilots who chased after one of these things in 2004, and he said it was there and then it disappeared and it reappeared thousands of miles away at his starting point. And this was spotted on the radar. And this is what the US Air Force, sorry, it's the US Navy now, it's not the Air Force that deals with this stuff now, US Navy. They're saying, look, these are what they've released, so we know it's true. And we know this was a US Navy commander who said this, and he's another pilot. So they're not just spirits, and yet they're not just matter. So what's going on? I don't know, but it's serious enough for us to focus on. And I think particularly Catholics should focus on it, because we should focus on everything that matters.